We had watched our iPods disappear in cities across America. In Las Vegas, in Paramus and Wayne, New Jersey, in San Francisco, Santa Monica, and in Berkeley. We called Apple's corporate security line as an average consumer to see if it often receives calls about stolen iPods.
Wow, all day long, every 5 to 6 minutes, you get a call like this every day.
And if we were your average music lover, we'd probably be out a $250 iPod. But where were our iPods? Remember, the people who lifted them don't know we're tracking them using some of the same information they provide to Apple when they register a new iPod. First, remember that iPod taken from Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco, the one picked up from a bench? Just 5 days later, someone hooks it up to a computer, uses our installation disk, and registers a real address in Fairfield, California. That's how simple it was for us to track down and locate one of our missing iPods. We want to talk to the person who has it, find out who would take an iPod that didn't belong to them. We need a cover story. So we rent this 32-foot RV and attach a banner proclaiming the 30th anniversary music giveaway is in town. To get them into the RV, we'll be telling the person who has our iPod they've won iTunes gift cards, good for free music, if they come into our fully equipped giveaway RV. What they won't know is that the RV is fully equipped with hidden cameras. It was now time to hit the road and head to the address where our iPod was located, 48 miles from where it was taken. Our Dateline producer knocks on the door.
Someone in this house recently registered a new iPod.
This young man agrees to come on board our RV.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Chris, how are you? Have a seat.
This 17-year-old high school junior told us his brother, who wasn't home, had registered a new iPod a few weeks before and got it as a gift.
So where did get that gift?
One of his friends got him. One of his friend's dads.
And where does he say the friend's dad got it?
I think Best Buy.
Best Buy, okay.
It's time to show him our video from Fisherman's Wharf.
So these guys look familiar to you?
Yes, me and my brother.
That's you and your brother. So you knew at the time he was taking that iPod?
My little brother pointed out and he grabbed it.
It became apparent that at least in some cases, the kind of person who would take an iPod is going to be an impulsive teenager, someone who's probably not really a criminal. So we decided to disguise the identities of the minors in our story.
There's something else that you need to know, and that is, I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC,
okay.
And we're doing a story on stolen iPods. Right. So what's the lesson here?
Don't steal.
Okay. What are you going to tell your brother?
I'm going to tell him that you just got caught stealing. Right. Maybe you shouldn't do it again.
Their parents declined comment for our story. Next stop, Berkeley, California, where you'll recall just outside Berkeley High, we watched another young person snatch an iPod from our convertible. Whoever ended up with our iPod plugged in the installation software and registered not only with Apple, but with Dateline, to an address that led us 15 miles north of Berkeley to the town of Hercules, California. Out comes this young man, ready to claim his gift card inside the RV.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, good.
Good. Have a seat. Here you go, bud.
Oh, yeah, thanks very much.
Another 17-year-old who may not have thought about the consequences of his actions. It's time to tell him why we're here.
You recognize those guys?
Yeah, that's me.
With the hat on, that's you.
Yeah.
And why don't you narrate for me what's going on in that video?
Oh, we saw an iPod and we took it.
You saw an iPod and you took it. So was that your car?
No.
Was that your iPod?
No.
Then why did you take it?
Oh, no, I just got excited.
Now you know that it's wrong.
Yeah.
And if this were some kind of a police operation,
I'll be in jail.
you could be in serious trouble.
Mm-hmm.
He'll soon be on his way back to the house, where he'll have to figure out what to tell his family, who called what the young man did an embarrassment and offered to pay NBC for the iPod. But ironically, it turns out he wasn't able to enjoy our iPod very long. He says it was stolen from him.
Really? Where was it when it got stolen?
In Berkeley High.
Was it like in your locker? Or?
I guess somebody found out my locker combination and took it.
Our iPod has been stolen again. More of our missing iPods were phoning home with their locations. Next, they were calling us back to Los Angeles, where 3 weeks earlier we'd had 4 iPods taken that were left in shopping bags.
You recently registered a new iPod?
One of the iPods was traced to this woman, who we found at a record store she owns in L.A.
Hey, how are you? Good.
Wow!
There you go.
Thank you.
Here, have a seat for a minute. I just want to take a quick survey.
At first, she's thrilled by our visit.
When you got your iPod, was it a gift or did you buy it?
It was a gift.
And was it from a family member or a
Yes,
friend?
family
member. And did they buy it at a Circuit City or a large
Best Buy.
Best Buy?
What became apparent in this case was that this woman who ended up with the iPod wasn't actually the person who took it. She may think it came from a Best Buy, but I showed her where it really came from.
The iPod that you have was actually in that chair, in that bag.
The one that I have?
The one that you have, the very iPod.
The one that I got as a gift.
Mm-hmm. How would that be?
I guess the person that gave it to me bought it off the street, I guess.
And who was it who gave it to you?
My husband.
Your husband. So
But I don't know where he got it from.
Got it. Now, I'm not saying you did anything wrong here, or accusing you of anything, but there are a couple things that you need to know. And one is that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC,
Right.
and we're doing a story on stolen iPods.
I am shocked. Really shocked. Can't wait to call him and ask him where did it come from.
On her way out the door, she gives us back the iTunes gift card.
Okay. All right, you sure?
Yeah.
Later, she calls. Her husband tells her he bought the iPod not at Best Buy, but at a flea market. We've shown that it's possible, even easy, to track and locate stolen iPods. But there are more surprises to come from people who have no idea they're in possession of a stolen iPod.
Okay, this is not Dateline, is it?
We get that all the time. Here, have a seat over here.
She has one of our iPods. How'd she get it?
I took it and I kept going.
You took it and you kept going.
Yeah.
You even do a little victory dance.
Yeah.
When To Catch an Hijacker continues.